Hello and welcome back to the latest in the series of videos all about Office 365 for education. What we're going to do now is going to start to take a look at some of the great tips and tricks that you as educators can use in your classroom, especially helping students with their learning, to achieve better outcomes and also to transform your teaching time. And the first thing we're going to have a look at today is going to be called Immersive Reader. So in the last video we looked at the outline of the Office Online webpage where we are now, and we also looked at using OneDrive up here from the app launcher to look at our files, a place where we store our files, our personal workspace. If we go to My Files and go back to our file that we were working on, you will see now that we have added some more text. And as you can see, here is some text we have taken from the internet all about Sir Clive Sinclair. So with up to 20% of people suffering from different forms of or different strengths of dyslexia, it's really important to make the classroom environment as engaging and inclusive as we can. And therefore we have to make sure that we can allow for different students in the way that they interpret information. So Immersive Reader has been around for a number of years now. And let's go and take a look at that. Now remember, before I start, Immersive Reader is available in lots of applications in Office 365, including Word and including Microsoft OneNote. Now, where do we go to find it? We go up to the View menu, we choose Immersive Reader. You'll see we now have an immersive reading view of the document. There is a back button up here in the top left. That will take me back to my original document with all of the formatting. We have three menus: the text preferences menu, the grammar options, and the reading preferences. If we look at the first menu, we can choose the font size, the character spacing, the different dyslexia friendly fonts to make the text more viewable. We can also select from a number of themes. So we might want to put a yellow overlay on the text here to make it easier for me to interpret that information. So of course, all of these settings are personal to the student, which means that every student can have a different set of settings themselves. So the first menu deals with the text preferences, creating that reading view for you. If we go to the next menu, this is all about the grammar options, and it will help with students reading. So we can choose to break down those words on how we pronounce them. We can also pick out the nouns, the verbs, the adjectives and adverbs within the piece of text. If we move to the line focus menu, we have exactly what we see, the ability to make a reading focus. So we could have a 1 line, 3 or 5 line focus. So this could be on the student machine, or if you're reading a passage of text with the students on a whiteboard screen to get them to follow where you are. We also have a picture dictionary, so select words we can click the mouse on and see a relative picture to make those words more understandable. And then, as you can see, we've actually got the translation set here at the moment. So we can select any of these languages and we can translate the document into any one of the languages listed there on the right hand side. So again, this really helps students where English isn't their first language. This time we'll translate it into German and we will translate the whole document. Now we can see we have two versions of the document: the original, which is in English, and the German document for comparison. If we hit the play button, we can have the document read to us. So let's just click at the top here.
Sir Clive Miles Sinclair, the 30th of...
In English. And of course, if we go to German.
Sir Clive Morley 16. September 2000.
So the natural language engine behind Office 365 will read the text back to you in the chosen language. If we go down to the bottom, we also have a Reading Coach. Let's go down to the bottom. So if we turn Reading Coach on, the button at the bottom now becomes a microphone, and what it's going to look for is for me to read that passage of text, and then it will pick up on any words that I have struggled with. So let's count down. Let's do a quick read. After spending several years as an assistant and editor of instruments practice, Sinclair founded Sinclair Radionics Limited in 1961. He produced the world's first slimline electronic pocket calculator. And now you can see, though I should have really read for more minutes, about 10 minutes ideally, to get a really good accurate reading report, is giving me a basic report showing me the accuracy, the words per minute, and the words I should be practicing. So let's hit practice words.
Next step, practice. Select any word to keep building your skills.
I know I had a problem with assistant, so let's click here.
When you're ready, press the microphone and read the word out loud.
Assistant.
Great reading. You got it.
So this is using AI behind the scenes to help with that reading coach. Now, when we use Microsoft Teams a bit later on in this series, you'll see how this actually expands into reading progress, which you can use to set assignments to your students. So we've now worked through the options of Immersive Reader, and remember, we can go back simply to the original document by pressing the back button. So let's just recap. The View menu in Word Online or OneNote Online is where you'll find the Immersive Reader. You'll also see it in other applications, so look out for that icon that we've got pointed there. And wherever you see that, you'll be able to use Immersive Reader. So a good task to do after this video is to go to the Office homepage at office.com, go to the app launcher, go to OneDrive and create yourself a new Word Online document. Add some text or copy some from the internet, go to the View menu and explore Immersive Reader yourself. And we'll see you here on the next video.